Hey docs, have you ever wondered how some people can get so much done working on their practice? Their stress goes down, their volume goes up, their profitability goes up, the patients like their practice better. Well, I'm going to give you in this short video a tool that you can use to actually get the stuff done that you want to in and on your practice. And I'll do it in the next segment. So here's the setup. You go away to a seminar, you make 5, 6, 7 pages of notes. You've got some great projects to do, and you get back to the practice, and 40 hours of chiropractic hits you square in the kisser as soon as you walk in the door on Monday morning. Pretty soon your list that you have and those wonderful, great intentions end up pushed to the back of the desk, and then they fall off the back. Now, has this ever happened to you? You lift up a stack of papers and there's your list that you knew that you were going to do, but you never did it? Well, you know what? The mechanics of the way that your practice runs may be working against you. And there's one simple shift that we can do that can give you what I call the workshop time that you need in order to make the changes and to be able to reduce the stress, increase the volume, increase the satisfaction for doctor, patients, and staff. And I'll cover it in the next segment. So I show up at the office and I've got my list and I've got my determination and I'm going to get these things done. But I take a look at my calendar and there's no workshop time. There's no time to put the practice up on the rack and go to work on the practice. So here's what I suggest. Take Tuesday morning. It's typically the best time that you can schedule for working on the practice. What I like to do first is I'd like to go in and prepare. I've got my statistics for the previous week, month to date, year to date. I've got my projects that I want to implement, and I'm going to prepare. I know what my agenda for this 2-hour time block looks like. Then I go into managers' meetings. I have a nice, super easy template to meet with my accounts manager or the person who does my billing. A super easy, low-stress template to meet with my marketing manager, somebody who is my COA, community outreach assistant. And then I have a super easy template for my super CA, and we prepare in what I call managers meetings. Then we go into office training or the office meeting. And what we can do at that point in time is talk about the new things that we want to do, get them fleshed out, make sure that everybody understands them. We might even walk through the procedure the way that I want it done during that 2-hour period of time. But that 2-hour window, just to work on your practice for 2 hours. Well, what happens if patients come? You get them scheduled around that 2 hours. Treat that time sacredly where you work on your practice. Now, if you do that, I'll promise you this will happen. You'll get these great ideas and you'll understand that that fits in my workshop time. I'm working on the practice, not in the practice. Now, I have a very, very successful client, huge practice, big numbers, big money. Shut down the entire practice on Friday, didn't take any patients in order to install 3 or 4 procedures. And he told me, Noel, it was an expensive day, but what it allowed us to do and to change, the stress fell in half. The profit went up, the satisfaction went up, the numbers went up. So work on your practice as well as in your practice. It's one of the best tips I can think of. By the way, we're headed into high volume, low stress, which is the very essence of working on your practice in order to fine tune it, to be able to see people with less stress, to be able to help more patients, have more fun, make more money. You might want to come along with us. There's a little bar at the bottom of this video that is a registration link. We're going to do it real quick in a couple weeks, so you might want to register and join us. This is Dr. Noel Lloyd for 5-Star Management, and I know the workshop works.